A very good morning once again from the sports desk. The lack of consistent and sufficient support for women's football in South Africa is back in sharp focus. This after Banyana Banyana represented the country with aplomb once again. South Africa can proudly call herself the Queen of African football thanks to Banyana, who were crowned the 2022 Women's Africa Cup of Nations champions in Morocco on Saturday night. Now, as was the case after the 2012 and 2016 Olympics and even the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup, calls for Safa and government to pump more money into the development of the women's game have been resounding since Saturday's historic feat. Now, it's been a difficult journey for Banyana, we all know that, but it's not one they've walked alone. Sasol has been by their side since 2009, playing a pivotal role in the growth of women's football from grassroots level up. It now gets to proudly reap the rewards of its support. Joining us via Zoom to chat about this fruitful relationship is Nozipho Mbatha. She's the Senior Brand and Sponsorships Manager at Sasol. A very good morning to you, Nozipho, and thank you so much for joining us. I can only but imagine, as the organization that has been by the side of Banyana, been by the side of women's football in this country for all of 13 years, that you guys are elated that you can actually see the returns of an investment.
Oh, thank you so much for having us on the show this morning. On behalf of Sasol, we are extremely proud of what the team has achieved over the past 13 years. It's been a journey, as you say, that the team hasn't walked alone. We've been by their sides through, some really difficult times, and seeing them on Saturday evening lift that trophy has been really, really something that's rewarding, and it shows just what happens through dedication, hard work, and determination. I mean, the players play with their hearts out because they take what they do really seriously.
Why is Sasol still with Banyana Banyana? Why is Sasol still with Safa? Because, you know, organizations sometimes look at an association and think, I mean, we're not getting what it is we want from this organization. We're not, we are putting in money to reach a certain goal, and we're seemingly not reaching that goal. And there's been cries year in and year out for women's football to be developed, for there to be a professional league. There is still not a professional league. I mean, it's bizarre to be saying it still, that Banyana Banyana are the African champions, and yet they come back to a country where they don't make a living frequently. You know, every month from playing what it is they are now crowned African champions for. Why are you guys still backing them?
Yeah, so for us, it is so important that for us, it's about the country and what it represents. The players, what they represent on behalf of the country. It is something that is bigger than the individuals. It is bigger than all of us, So that's what keeps us going, in the sense that we are so committed to what women football represents. It's about, yes, it's a journey that we can absolutely not walk alone as a corporate, but we always consider ourselves as pathfinders and leaders in everything that we do, in the hope that when the fruits of the labor start to show, that other corporates can get on board as well. It is something that is so, extremely, extremely rewarding and we're hoping now with what Banyana has done, that we're able to shine a spotlight, and a spotlight has been shone on these players and the phenomenal work that they do, and to be celebrated, not only now, but consistently going into many, many years to come.
Nozipho, has the conversation been had with Safa, of course, between Safa and Sasol, regarding professionalizing women's football in this country? Do you guys feel that you have the liberty to even put that conversation on the table with Safa, to say that, guys, we've been with Safa, pumping money into women's football for 13 years now. We can only but do so much. You guys need to also, do your bit to ensure that the likes of Refilwe Jane aren't playing in Italy, to get a salary every month from what it is they love, and they can come back home and pump back their energy, their wisdom, their experience into this country. Have you guys had that conversation with Safa about professionalizing women's football?
It's an ongoing conversation that continues, and it's something that, boundaries also become really important, and where our role starts and stops as a sponsor, and giving our focus to the work that's being done on the Sasol League as well as Banyana Banyana. because we can't be everything to everyone. It's important that we remain focused on what it is that we are here to do. But yes, the conversation is one that does continue to happen. And I think I can't speak on behalf of the administrators of football in the country, but I'm sure they are just as delighted as well. And things like this that Banyana has achieved, it is something that becomes a springboard for them to work off as well.
Banyana qualified for the 2012 Olympics, 2016 Olympics. They made it to the final, losing only on penalties in the WAFCON of 2018. They are now the champions of 2022. They are going to the Women's World Cup once again in 2023. Of course, having been there for the first time in 2019, it's been an absolutely amazing decade for women's football in this country, and you guys are still going to be backing them until 2025. Can we expect that relationship to continue beyond 2025?
It's something we can't commit to, but what I can say is for as long as our sponsorship period is on now, we are fully behind the team and shining a spotlight and getting South Africans to know who these players are and continue the conversations that need to be had to take women's football in the country forward.
Nozipho, I think I speak on behalf of all South Africans when I say thank you to you guys as Sasol for standing by this team and pouring all that you can into this team, pouring all that you can into the provincial leagues together with Safa, of course, and ensuring that today we can proudly speak of Banyana Banyana as the Women's Africa Cup of Nations champions. May the relationship you guys have with Safa and Banyana continue to grow stronger. And I can only but hope, I am manifesting at this point, that Sasol stays with Banyana beyond 2025. But I think we can definitely say thank you to you guys for what it is that you've done. It has been absolutely incredible. That is where we're going to be leaving it with you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on ENCA. That is the Senior Manager of Brands and Sponsorships at Sasol, the backer of Banyana Banyana, the friend and companion of Banyana Banyana for the last 13 years. Of course, that is Sasol. And that is where I leave your South African Morning Sport for this Monday. G.